I feel that we have lived in such a small-minded, inside this box, right? And I believe, how could you not believe that there are greater powers at play? How could you not?
Right.
I've witnessed it. I've experienced it.
Right.
And I know when I'm not experiencing it, there's a reason. It's because I'm not being the better version of myself that I know I could be.
100%.
And so you are. So I want you to go. Tell me, go woo-woo.
Go woo-woo. Okay.
On me.
So I really feel like the universe was opening some doors. I'm loving my time at Cycle Bar. Kristen Houchin's the name of Mrs. Ohio America. She came in. We had this conversation. I just felt this pull that I was like, this is a door that's going to open for you. And, as Mrs. Gem City, I'm competing for the title of Mrs. Ohio America. If you win that, you go on to compete in Mrs. America. That would be a great goal and dream. But for me, this experience has been like, let's open the door and see where the universe wants you to go with this, and just enjoy each step, continue to become the best version of yourself, and buckle up and enjoy the ride. And so it really has snowballed since then into these new goals and dreams of, do I become a life coach? Can I get into motivational speaking, public speaking, and really embrace these new opportunities that I feel like are just coming up so fast, almost to the point where I can't keep up, where I'm like, okay, I hear you, universe. Like, I'm going as fast as I can, and just have a bigger impact in whatever way.
So it's clear to say you do believe in law of attraction, manifestation, all those sort of things.
I am so big on the manifestation. I'm so big. All the things.
The thing that I struggle with sometimes too is that, like, it is not about like sitting there. It's like, I want this, I want that. Like, I am like, you have to put in the work. You have to.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen without action.
Right.
And but again, you are walking that walk. And the one thing I really admire about you, the way you put yourself out on social media, and you come across not only as approachable, but like, I can see that you are doing everything that you're doing with confidence. And that's what inspires people to move, is you are certain about where you're going, or at least it appears that way. And I don't think, any of us have it 100% figured out, but like, where you want to go. And I can only imagine that that you're going to get there deep down, it's going to happen. So it will. What's that like for you, or what was that like for you, having just that, I'm gonna start putting myself out there and hope that someone connects with what I have to say, where I'm going. Was there any hesitation to diving headfirst into putting out content, starting your own podcast, really sharing the things you're passionate about, your family, your love for Cycle Bar, the Mrs. Gem City, all those things? Was there ever any hesitation with going all in on that? I think there's always hesitation and doubt. I see a therapist every 2 weeks. She gets to handle all that hesitation for me. Yeah. I think that's important, though. I mean, when I first saw her, she was like, what do you want to do? I was like, honestly, just talk to you every 2 weeks, just get it off my chest, things that keep me up at night. When this year, like January 1, I was like, I'm going to just be more. I've always been bold in social media. Anybody who, knows me or follows me for a long time, like, I always put a lot out there. But this year I was like, I want to really create content that I want to create, not just pictures of my family or my dog, like stuff that I think can have a greater impact. Yeah. I've been really trying to live in this state of being grateful for today. And this is truly even what I want to share is like if I could win Mrs. Ohio America, if I could win Mrs. America, is that, really it's about like your happiness, your joy, living the best life lived that you can right now. Like that is what it's about. So, could it be a title like morning news host, senior master instructor, Mrs. America? Maybe, sure. Yeah. But like, are you enjoying the journey? Are you happy when you wake up? Do you feel full? Do you feel good? Because that's the ultimate goal. At the end of the day, it's not just the title, it's what it feels like to wake up and experience life every single day. And so that's like the message that I want to share when I can get a bigger platform, when I want to speak in front of students at school when they're trying to decide their career, what they want to do. It's like, what's going to make you the happiest? Not because you think you should be a lawyer because it sounds fancy. You think you should be a doctor. Like, what is your heart calling you to do? What's going to make you the happiest and lead to the best life lived? And that's what you have to pursue, whether it means taking risks
or, changing careers, doing something different, but really leaning into that, because that's where you're going to find true happiness and get the most from life.
I think that's so interesting, like how at the end of the day, that's all you sell or buy are feelings.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like when that came, like Cycle Bar or watching the morning news or what, like you're selling a feeling.
You're right.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's so powerful. What's the one thing you want people to walk away with after consuming this episode that they can take with them for the rest of the day, the rest of the week, the rest of the month, the rest of the year, the rest of their lives?
Whatever it is that they want to do, the dream is not too big. It's not too far-fetched. You don't have to call it a pipe dream. Just state what it is that you want to do and then just start taking action, however big, however small. I want people to feel motivated and believe in themselves that they actually can, that they're worthy, that they're capable, and they believe that to their core, to the point where they do start to take action and make the best life possible that they can for themselves.